guys, Kara with She Smokes Too back at the PCA show in Las Vegas. We have some pretty special guests next. Longtime partners of Newman Cigar Company, Lidiana and Sofia Fuente.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm so excited I get to sit down with you guys. Fourth generation members of the Fuente family, which is pretty incredible to think about that your great grandfather started this company and your family still owns it. There's nobody else involved.
Right.
It's all the Fuentes running it. I've been with the company with JC Newman for 13 years.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Like, time flies.
I know. But one of the craziest things to me when I started was that Sofia was like 12 and your brother was young too. And you guys were on the show floor. Like the Fuentes are always here, the whole family. You're always going to show out and support the brands. And I think that it just speaks to how it's so much more than a business to your family and how it's really about like your family legacy and being together and like sharing your story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always say that this was really like my summer vacation was to come, but you know, back then was the RTDA, then IBCPR, you know, everything. But this was like my family vacation. This was summer. This was the best time for me always because not only did I get to see, you know, my cousins and everyone from the company and spend time with them, but all of our, you know, all of our other partners and people that are in the industry as well that have like kids that back then kids my age and we all got to get together. This is really like a huge reunion. And that's, I think, the best part of this industry. I think that's why people, once you come to a convention like this, you want to come every year because it is that feeling of family and reunion. And when it comes to us as a family being here, it really speaks to like what our values are and that the most important thing is just always support our family, tell the story, and really like show what we believe in and you know, show to others and speak to others for what's something that's so extremely important to us.
And to add to that, it's crazy to say that basically my first memories are in a convention or at a cigar dinner with 2, 3, 4 years old with my brother, just like playing around and everybody's smoking. Like smoke is already normal for us. It's part of my environment. And exactly like my sister was saying, it's so interesting that we love coming here for our summer vacation. I was telling her this is my favorite week of the year because I see like all these familiar faces and basically everybody's family now. So many years like seeing each other over and over. It's a big reunion. It's where I see my cousins most of the time because we all live in different countries. And it's a fun way to like work and socialize and meet new people. But at the same time, it's something that it's embedded within us. From our grandfather or father to just like this is our life, even though we're in it or not. It's always like in our DNA.
Like, you just always come back to this.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I mean, I guess that's true. I hadn't thought about that. You know, you guys went all over the country and into different countries for college and for all of your studies, but wherever you were always here this week, and everybody always came back together.
Like all my friends are like, oh, are you gonna be in the summer party? I'm like, no, I'm gonna be in Vegas. And I'm like 14, 15 years old. Like this is what I have to do every year, and I love it. I wouldn't change a thing.
This is, you know, when you think about it, just it's not like I said. You know, I remember growing up and people being like, what is this convention? What is a cigar convention? What do you do there? And for us, it's like such second nature, but it's amazing.
You know, gosh, it was probably like a year and a half ago now. I sat down with Christina at the factory, your cousin, if people don't know, and we talked for a while. And you know, she's kind of branched off and gotten really involved in food, and now she has her urban farm that she's working on with her husband,
which we're so excited about.
But I loved, she said something that really stuck with me, and it was like the cousins got together and you guys have had conversations over the years where no matter where you are in life, like you'll always do what needs to be done for the family business.
Oh, 100%.
That it's so important to you that all of you are on the same page, that if anything needs to happen, if there's ever a hole that needs to be filled, like anybody's willing to jump in at any time.
That's really like the philosophy of the family. It's wherever you're needed, you go.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, we're there for each other to pick up, you know, whatever slack, to fill whatever hole. Hey, you need to go there. I do this event. She'll go to something in the Dominican. That's all. We're 100% on the same page that we have one main goal, and it's to continue what my grandfather did. You know, something that we, you know, in our meetings, as like as Gen 4, we talk about like we're the bridge between the generation before us and the one after us.
Yeah.
We're
it's a really beautiful way to look at it.
We're a bridge,
Yeah.
and we're stewards for, you know, what this family has done and what the dream was.
Yeah.
And we're just, you know, we're placeholders, you know, right, in a sense for it's something much bigger.
Right.
It's much bigger than us, and we have a responsibility toward it, and it really it shows. It's a testament to the relationship that our parents and grandparents like created for us to have together.
Yeah.
But also like our love for our family in this industry. That our main goal is just to make sure that whatever needs to get done gets done in order to have this legacy continue.
Right. And you have somebody to pass it down to. Yeah.
I'd like to say that like the company is the glue of the family, because even though we have like so many different things to do, or like lifestyles, or just
lives,
interests,
places where we live,
passions.
we always have this same shared like goal and love for the company, and that's like what we share.
Yeah.
And we love and just have this like almost like
it's like a commitment.
Like this commitment that we're all happy to do.
Right.
And it's something that we share.
Right. Well, I will go on the record and say, in all of my experiences in the time that I've been in this company, your family is everything they appear to be. That you are
thank you.
Good, kind people who have the best interest of not only like your end users and consumers at heart, but the people that work for you and the communities that are affected by you. And I've always been so impressed by, you know, just how dedicated everyone is and how passionate everyone is.
Thank you.
And, you know, just determined to just continue to keep things moving forward, but also continue to live up to the expectations that consumers have, which are pretty high, if we're being honest about your family business.
Yeah. Exactly. Very high. But I think that, you know, the main thing is, just as the ones that came before us, my grandfather, our parents have stayed true to who they are.
Yeah.
You know, we have to stay true to who we are, and you know, that shows we like the love and commitment we have toward each other. That's really what's gonna help. Like, that's why it's so easy and it feels it's so real.
Right.
That's why our love for anyone, you know, anyone from customers to employees, everything. That's why it feels that, because it's so real for us. And you know, it's really hard to explain, because there's not that many industries out there where like you have this like family feel,
right?
Where it's something big, you know, and competitors even, and you're like, oh my god, it's like I'm seeing my sister, you know, like Mira, we get together and we're like crying, laughing, we're together, and it's like the best week ever. Like, I can't wait to see. We're like counting down, like, oh my gosh, 3 months we have this event, we can't wait to be together. And it's really is, because this is what's great about this industry, is that you could just like be yourself, and there's such a love here.
Right. Well, I won't take any more of your time.
Thank you so much for having us.
I appreciate you guys sitting down with me.
I love this show. I love what you guys do.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing. I love seeing you know, women in this industry being highlighted in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of great women.
There's a lot of great women that bring some great stuff to the table. And they're being highlighted. They've always been such a huge part in the industry. You know, my grandmother and my great-grandmother were rolling cigars in the factory, you know, back then. So I just love seeing it highlighted in this way. So I congratulate you, Monica, for it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah. It was a pleasure. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.